Hello, guys, welcome back to Web3 Spill. I hope your magical journey of blockchain is going quite cool. I mean, innovation is on the way, right? So, here I am back again with you guys to start our first topic of this course. So, what can be the first topic? What is blockchain? Blockchain. What is it? If you want to know what blockchain is, here I am with you guys to help you understand what blockchain is. Let's get started. What we will be learning today will be what is blockchain, what are nodes, what is consensus mechanism, and what are smart contracts. So let's start with an example about what is blockchain. Let's think of it as I have a friend group. Okay, we do lend each other money, and record all the transaction or all the lendings in just a single ledger. Now, what will happen? Whoever had that ledger can manipulate the data, right? They can easily do it. All they have to do is to change the data. What will happen if someone manipulates with it? It will cause a lot of chaos, right? But we have a solution here, right? So, what blockchain does is, let's take it as a magical book. Whenever I made a transaction, or whenever I'm lending it to anyone, or they are making a transaction, that book is storing that transaction in hundreds or more copies of its own. I mean, like, one can change it in a single ledger, but not in all the hundreds or thousands of ledgers, right? Yes. That is what blockchain does. Think. I'm making a transaction and it is storing in different ledgers, like many ledgers. How amazing it is. So, what these ledgers are known as? These ledgers are known as nodes. Nodes are multiple computer devices which help to store the transactions, to store all the data, to validate transactions. Like whenever I'm doing any transaction, all the nodes agree to it, then it sends to another person, and then it relay information. Like it is stored, anyone can see it, it is transparent. So now, what these transactions are? Why is it named as blockchain? Let me tell you. These transactions are stored as blocks. Let's take $1 as an example. I'm sending $1 to another person. That person is sending that dollar only to another person, and that person is sending that to another person, and this became a chain, right? $1 was a block, and when we sent it to every person, it became a chain. That is how the name blockchain arrives. We have covered blockchain and what are nodes. Now let's move forward. What is consensus mechanism? Okay, let's take it as an example. You have a friend group and you guys are going out to have dinner, and everyone have different opinions. Someone wants to eat something else, someone wants to eat something else. But how will you come to a conclusion? What you can do is you can use voting system, and that is how a consensus mechanism works. We have different nodes, and to make a transaction we need validation from all the nodes or most of the nodes. You got that much, right? Now, how are you getting that validation? It depends. Like all the nodes check whether you have that much balance in your wallet, or all the details regarding that wallet, you have that much amount or not. That is how it works. Nodes validate everything, and when most of the nodes validate all the data, then the transaction proceed. You must have thought about it. If you have ever done transactions on any blockchain, you must have seen it. It takes a little bit of time, like there's some unlocking or approving. It takes time, right? So that is where the time takes. They are approving all the details. It's that simple. Now, there are many different chains out there, and they work on many different consensus mechanisms. Like, for example, we can see proof of work. Who use proof of work? Bitcoin. And then we have proof of stake, which is used by Ethereum. It takes a little bit of time, I will say, my personal experience. And then proof of history, quite fast, used by Solana. We will be discussing in really depth in future about all these topics. Proof of history and consensus mechanism will be studied in depth. Don't worry. Also, do your research. I will suggest it personally. You're gonna learn a lot if you just keep on searching. There's no end to knowledge. So keep on searching, do your research. Now let's move forward to what are smart contracts. You're gonna make your dApp or anything with that only, right? So what are smart contracts? Let me brief it out for you. Let's take smart contract as self-executing contracts. Okay, these are like digital agreements. Whenever you make some action which has certain conditions set up in smart contract, it is gonna give you its outcome automatically. You don't need any intermediary to help you with that. Whenever you will do this is gonna be your result. That is what smart contracts do. Now let's imagine if you want to buy a ticket, you paid $100 for it. Now without any intermediary, smart contract will directly confirm your $100 payment and send that ticket to you. It's that simple. You don't need any intermediary and waste your time. Now, why only smart contract? These are secure. Why these are secure? Whenever you deploy any smart contract on any chain, its agreement are set at that time only. You can't change it after deploying. That is what makes it secure also, because you can't change the conditions of the agreement. So you can't manipulate with the data. That is how it is secure. And it is also transparent contract. Like you don't need to be worried what is happening. Anyone can see its agreements, what are its conditions, what will happen by doing this or that. So these things make it more and more better. Now, smart contracts are written in coding language like Rust, Solidity, and etc. Now, we will be discussing about Rust in this course for now in more further way. For today, that was all from my side, but before ending, we should revise it all again, right? So, what we learned today was, what is blockchain? Let me remind you, what is blockchain? Blockchain is a decentralized ledger or a magical notebook which makes a copy of transaction whatever is happening in many different books or many different ledgers. And those ledgers are known as nodes. Those nodes are multiple computer devices which store all the transaction happening. And what is a transaction? That is a block. And how does the blockchain name arrive? It came from transaction and then the chain of that transaction, blockchain. Nodes are a network of multiple computer devices. And how does all the transaction take place? They take place after getting validation from all the nodes. And what is that method called? That is consensus mechanism. Now we should give some homeworks, right? Let me know what are smart contracts. That's your task to do. Just a simple single line answer for what are smart contracts. Okay, that's it from my side for today. See you in next class. Bye bye.